Hi guys, Blake here today with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Upper Lake Taneycomo. It is about Saturday, April the 3rd of 2021, and I'm going to do the one cast for you today. So, beautiful day here on the lake. Cold start, about 38 degrees this morning, but we have warmed all the way up to 70 degrees now. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Clear blue skies. They are still running 2 units of water, and today I have boated up here. I am here on the south bank on the bluff, just right across from the golf course and right next to this little tree stand over here on the bank. And today I am going to try the fly rod. So what I have here on setup wise, this is a 5-weight 9-foot. This is a 2-piece rod. 4-piece would be just fine as well. Today I'm going to be fishing with a number 14. That's a peppy gray scud there with a little red head. I've got a white shad fly on, about 12 inches above that. And about 12 inches above that, I've got my 2 pieces of split shot there, and that is a AAA split shot. That's what the packaging looks like for that, and a BB size split shot. And that's what the packaging looks like on that one. I've got both of those on there. We got a little fast current, got a little wind. I want to make sure that I'm getting it down in this deep water over here on the bluff, so I've got both those weights on there. And because I have both those weights on there, I've got our biggest size, let's see if I can get that in for the camera. I've got our biggest size carrot float there. Now, I didn't bring the new airlock bobbers that we're carrying with me because I didn't think about it. But if I had, I would have put one of those on. They seem to hold up a lot more weight. But we're going to go with the carrot size, the biggest carrot size float we have today. And I've got that. This is a 5X 9-foot leader, and then I have 5X tippet attached to the front of it to make a total of about 12 foot from the end of my fly line to the end of my tippet. And this is the Rio 5X tippet that I use, that we sell up in the shop. And anyway, so fishing reports from today. Captain Raznick said that they were catching them pretty good. I think they were drifting scuds and egg flies. And I apologize, I do not know Captain Billy's last name, but he said that they were drifting shad flies on a drift rig, and said that they caught a bunch of fish this morning. As far as I know, the white bite's still been really good. So, and I've heard good reports on scuds, so that's the reason that I went with both. I want to try one of each, and I went with that, just that little bit smaller size scud, because we are in the worst part of the day to be fishing. They got the clearest picture, the sun's as high as it can be, so I've downsized the scud just a little bit. That's a little trick you can do once the sun gets high. You can go from those size 12s to 14s or 16s, and sometimes that kind of increases the bite a little bit. And right now I've got I don't have my rig set as deep as it'll go right now. I've got it set at just a little bit over 10 foot. I think that should get those flies just about near the bottom over here. And I'm working the very seam line of the bluff over here. I know that when we've been working the jigs, that we're catching them kind of right here in this deep pocket letting those jigs sink down there. So I'm trying to imitate that with this, with the shad fly, and maybe something sees the scud and bite it too. But I haven't fished with my fly rod on the one cast in a while, so, or just in general, so this could be a total disaster. But figured I'd get out and give it a try. I need to scoot just a little farther off. You can, whenever you're working this close to the bluff, you can see where that bluff drops off at, and I'm trying to keep my flies kind of out here on the outside edge of that drop off, not right on top of the drop off. And another thing to keep in mind, if you're going to work something on an indicator that's close to the bluff, that water that's moving right here is actually just a touch slower than the current out here where the boat is. So you need to kind of continuously slow the boat down just a touch to keep the indicator drifting even with the boat. And another thing I'm doing is having to mend my line a lot, because as I slow the boat down, that water in between the indicator and the boat is pushing the line, and you don't want your line pulling downstream. You want to make sure it's free and it's not making your bait move faster than you want it to. Another thing you're looking for is that you set it deep enough and get enough weight on there that occasionally that bobber's kind of getting pulled a little bit upstream because of the weights hitting the bottom. If you're not seeing that, you probably don't have enough weight or have it set deep enough yet. But I am occasionally seeing my bobber get pulled upstream a little bit, so I know I'm right on the bottom. I really want to pull this in and make sure I didn't get any moss a second ago, but I also want to catch one on the first cast. Still the reports of using, you know, the 16th ounce and the 3/32 ounce white jigs, just jigging them, been working great. Still want to kind of let them fall as slow as you can, and saw lots of people catching fish off the dock today. Everybody I saw catching fish off the dock they were using night crawlers, and they were doing fairly good. So, alright, I'm pulling it in. I give up. I just want to make sure I don't have moss. Okay, no moss. No fish on the first cast, darn it. But the other day, when I came out fishing, we did really well working this deep pocket right here on this bluff. So that's the reason I chose this spot again today. I just wanted to try it a different way. I saw people reeling in fish as I was coming past Short Creek. Looks like they were doing good down around there. I'm not sure what anybody was using, but saw multiple boats reeling in fish. Sounds like the fish are a little hungry today. Thinking that the water temperature should be slowly rising in the lake, and that will help make the fish a little hungrier too. A little more active at least. I've heard quite a few good reports about the orange egg patterns, egg flies, working pretty good, so that might be something else to try. And I've heard a few separate people mention San Juan worms working, so good variety of things are working right now. We put a lot of boats out on the water today. We didn't have that many scheduled for this morning, but we had lots of people walk in once the sun came out and it got nice outside. Come on, fish. I know at least one of you wants that scud or egg fly or shad fly. I'm gonna scoot out a little bit once you kind of get down where we're at right now, which is right across from that big brown house. That bank gets a little shallower and it is loaded with trees, and I do not have time to retie this rig. And also, I don't know how long this has been going on, but this is while you pull your stuff in and check. I've got a terrible loop in my line where my scud and egg fly were looped together, or scud and shad fly. I don't know why I keep calling it that. I got egg flies on the brain. Alright, so that could have totally prevented however long I was drifting that for from catching a fish, just because they were looped together there. And now my bobber is looped around the end of my rod. There we go. Just kind of look out there and make sure that's not tangled, because that could have been the reason I didn't get a bite that whole time. When you're using this much weight, split shot on the end with those flies and with that bigger spacing between them, it's easy for that weight to, when you cast it, for it to loop those flies at the end. So it's something to check. I probably drifted through a lot of prime fishing right there with my flies tangled together. So there's a big channel that goes through here. The bluff gets real steep and drops off, and it creates a channel. This channel's, I don't know, maybe 20 foot wide through here. And then on this side, it flattens up again. And I've kind of got my bait kind of right here on the edge where it starts to shallow back up. And sometimes you'll find fish holding there. We are now entering the Narrows. I'm really hoping there's some hungry fish through the Narrows here. Cut the inside. What? Cut over here. Well, went through the first part of the Narrows without any luck. And so another thing that I just thought about, okay, it's still there. Those split shot, even if you pinch them hard, sometimes they come loose on you, and I was just making sure I didn't lose my split shot either. Well, it really looks like I'm gonna have to get out here and throw my fly rod around some more and try some different spots and figure this drift out again. It's been, gosh, I can't remember. It's been over a month since I've been out here doing some fly fishing. Okay, thought my scud and my shad fly were mixed up again. It is a little warm out here in the sun. Probably should have just threw the jig today so we could see what some fish look like, but I really wanted to get out here and try a couple other methods because I know they'll work if you work at them and try them a little longer. And I think what I'm doing right now would definitely work a little better if it was early morning or later in the evening. This high sun really turns the fish off. They don't like it. Not that you can't catch them when it's high, but they definitely don't like it as much. Oh, that was a fish. Oh, he hit it. Oh gosh, I missed my one chance. I might have been the only one I get. He hit that good. So that weight combination that I put on here, I set up specifically for that faster moving water on the bluff and through the narrows. If I were to keep drifting this farther down, once I get kind of below Eagle Island, it would probably be good to take that BB back off of there as the water slows down, or else it'll be probably a little too much weight. Oh, come on, just one fish. We've made it out of the narrows officially. Now we're kind of on the front side of Eagle Island, where the flat is, and it's always a good spot for scuds. So maybe I'll get lucky and one of those fish will be looking for a scud. Hear the eagles talking back there and behind Eagle Island. Oh my gosh. I did. I found a fish. I believe he took the scud. Yep, he sure did. Good. Those herons are not happy about those eagles sometime. There we go. Little stalker guy, but he's got a nice healthy fat belly on him. Over there picking off scuds, and I don't know, he might even be finding a shad or two. There we go. It's extra mossy over there. See if I can get lucky and find one more. I probably should have took that BB sized split shot off of there and just left that AAA. Oh, that might have been a bite. I looked away too. Seen a few fish down here in the water, right here at the end of Eagle Island. I haven't talked to many people that have been drifting down here below Fall Creek. Most of my reports were from above. But I couldn't see why a scud wouldn't work down through here either. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Not quite as successful as I wanted to be, but I did get to see what a fish looked like today. But we thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't, and we'll be out here to do it again for you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.